Huh?
I just had to delatch it.
Do you know where the Oh, never mind. Got it. What again?
Yeah, and then just latch it again.
Oh, you did it and you latched it back.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it doing that though?
I don't know.
Can you take and turn that thing off and open up all the windows?
What? What off?
The AC, open up all the windows.
You said turn this one off?
Turn it off and open up all the windows.
Oh,
Let the breeze go through here. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Strength. All right, we got Pisces. The damage has already been done. Too many people were affected by this, and the fallout was bad. Well, I guess there's that. All right, so something about the hospital is significant or important. So somebody may have ended up in the hospital or might be about to end up in the hospital. Take how it resonates. Mind you, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. I said terror, not tarot. So apparently this is about to be terrible or a terror or a nightmare. Y'all, what the fuck? Y'all, I be laughing too much for this. Like, because apparently I don't take nothing serious. So there is that. I guess we'll see what's about to happen. So apparently we got some situations happening here that, people may be name calling and whatnot. But, it's a thing. Because just because you might not be what everybody else is. Oh. Sire Lynn, hello, hello. I'm hoping to find out what Spirit has for me today. Elizabeth, welcome to Tier 1. How was that on there? Alright, so Elizabeth, welcome to Tier 1. Hopefully you see some stuff in there that you like. It's spiritual baths and all that stuff. So membership has its privileges, okay, apparently. So there's that. Elizabeth been giving me rich bitch vibes. Her profile is very demure. Okay. My son said, oh God. I'm gonna crack it up. All right, so the damage has already been done. Too many people were affected by this, and the fallout is gonna be bad. Oh, let's see. Mm-mm. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so this is probably not the best thing. Alright. So the damage has already been done because the situation was escalated beyond control, affecting not just you, but multiple people connected to it. So a situation that impacts a group emotions, trust, and relationships. So it's talking about a ripple effect. Alright, let's see where this needs to go. Alright, to the collective. Alright, Dion, hello. I'm trying to get some stuff, something in here. Something ain't adding up. Either way, we're gonna figure it out, and we got time allowing people to come in here. So everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Let me see where this needs to go. Right here. All right, so the collective hurt and unresolved tension. All right, so we were talking about chaos. Okay, so this don't belong here. Select all, copy, move it out the way. All right, so something needing to be moved out of the way, or somebody needing to be moved out of the way. The damage has already been done because the situation has escalated beyond control, affecting not just you, but multiple people connected to it. When a situation impacts a broad group, emotions, trust, and relationships often suffer, leading to lasting scars. The fallout will be bad because once something has rippled out so widely, it's almost impossible to contain or undo. So it's also giving like gossip and some other shit. People will react in unpredictable ways, and misunderstandings or resentment can grow, making it difficult to find closure or to even heal from the situation. So the collective group hurt. Hi, Miss Kelly. Every time I come to your platform, it always resonates with you. Thank you, Dion. The collective hurt and unresolved tension will create a harsh aftermath, making recovery more challenging. You'll likely face a period of reflection, meaning you need to fall back, but also it talks about the fall out. So I just posted that on the on the community page. Pisces, the damage has already been done. All right, so the conversation I was just having, high strength, with somebody was talking about being sure about something. Like a lot of people come into spirituality and they, were either triggered into this or trying to figure out how they got here, okay? Because shit, I'd be wondering how the fuck I got here too, because literally I was minding my own damn business, and voila, now it's something being said to go look at this, go do this, go do that. I was trying to figure out, like, I ain't nobody's supervisor. Why did I get told to sit and observe the bullshit that was happening? They told me not to meddle, just to pay attention. And so when I started paying attention, I started noticing that a lot of people were going through the same exact trauma. And how is that? It didn't make any sense. I love you. What's your name? My name is Talisha Strength. Um, and too many people were affected. But this came up with afflicted. So I said affected, but it said afflicted. So I'm gonna look it up because literally, it's given like group. What is it called? Group delusion or something? Affected. And I'm gonna say it again. Tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. So take what resonates with you or take what you need and go. Because we all have to be mindful that we are individuals and everything is not for everybody. All right. The fallout is bad. The fallout is bad. And I'm not a therapist or a doctor. So if anything is wrong or you feel like something is wrong, maybe you might need to contact a therapist. But why somebody, I feel like they're saying an exorcist. All right, because affliction, y'all, I don't know where this is about to go, but as y'all know, all right, so that's posted. And again, it's on the community tab. Pisces, the damage has already been done. Too many people were affected by this. The fallout is bad. But what I got was afflicted. So let's look up what afflicted means because y'all know I be looking up shit, okay? All right.
Afflict.
All right, so afflict is past tense, afflicted, past, all right, so we don't need that. Let me see what it says. Of a problem or illness, cause pain or suffering to, affect, trouble. All right, of the celestial body, because it talks about astrology there. Be in a stressful aspect with another celestial body or a point of explicit. I don't know why it's saying that. What does it mean if someone is afflicted? It is grievously affected or troubled as by disease, mentally or physically impaired. All right, so somebody may think that we all mentally unstable or something. I don't know. It's TY strength. TY. All right, so it says Isaiah 63:9, King James. In all of their affliction, he was afflicted, and the angel of his presence saved them. In his love and in his pity, he redeemed them, and he bare them and carried them all the days. Y'all know what? This shit gets on my nerves. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because it's always them people. I don't know who be telling these people that they have all the authority of God. Like, it'd be like they know in their mind, in their body, in their hearts, and they always trying to judge somebody in something. So it's like somebody else trying to put a judgment on somebody that ain't nobody even fucking asked you for. So somebody may be trying to say something is wrong with you. Meanwhile, you ain't said nothing to them, and it's all unprovoked. And so I don't like it, and I'll be wondering why. Because God be knowing I'm going to say some shit that, probably ain't going to be the right thing to say to people, because who the fuck told y'all that y'all were the judge and jury of somebody? Like, it just be a person that be thinking they holier than thou and that they smarter than everybody else. Meanwhile, if you go and dig in their closets, it be dirty and stinking and nasty in there. But meanwhile, they be having time. I'm confused. Because why do y'all not think that God sees everything? Why do y'all think that God is in your body to tell you about people, but not in somebody else's body to tell them about your ass? I don't understand. Why? Because your building is bigger or something, or because your seat is bigger or something, or because why? Like, who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? It's almost like y'all can't believe in God no way, shape, or form, because if you do, you would know that God does miracles through anybody, including children. God will make a statue bleed. Like, where do y'all people get off? And it confuses me because somebody else has to be mentally ill, but apparently they're not. But because they know the word of God, they went into the school and they learned a couple things, and now all of a sudden somebody else is afflicted or crazy or damaged goods, when meanwhile them people be cleaner than you in body, mind, spirit, and soul. So the damage has already been done. It's given, somebody done said something, somebody done something, the ball has already started moving on something. Watch who y'all put your mouth on. Because I don't know why this is even a thing, and why big grown ass people gotta be told. And they keep always giving me men. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but y'all be giving me all the wrong, worst vibes. Cause what's wrong with y'all? If y'all so powerful and so manly and so, why don't you just walk the righteous path and shut your ass up and do your job? Do the right thing. Stop always trying to confuse somebody, or fucking like always throwing rocks. It's a thing. Throwing rocks, hiding their hands. And the hands never be clean, ever. It's always touching something that don't belong to you. Or putting your mouth in places that it don't belong. All unprovoked. Because in my mind, I feel like whatever this is, ain't nobody said nothing to you. People just be assuming that people be talking to people. But a hit dog, a holler, that's the thing. Matter of fact, it's another thing. Because literally, I said the other day, a person could post something and somebody got a fucking stutter and is over in my business again. Because literally, it keeps being a thing. So the thing that I had posted, it says, a general post will eat up a guilty soul every time. If you're feeling targeted, maybe it's time to check your conscience. Because if your conscience is clean about some things, you won't worry about nobody saying nothing. Because guess what? When it comes to people out here talking about some lying, cheating, and stealing, I don't never think nobody talking to me. When people out here talking about molesting and raping and this, I don't never think nobody talking to me. Ever. When a person be saying they be doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, I don't never think nobody talking about me. It's weird. When I be thinking people be talking about me, it's because I know a bitch be talking about me, because I be having evidence that bitches be talking about me. And I keep saying, watch your fucking mouth. Because I ain't talking about nobody. And y'all could be mad that I be cussing, but take it to God. Because it's funny how, again, I keep saying it, people be worried about the cuss words, but they don't be worried about them hands that they be putting on every goddamn thing. I don't understand that. It's so weird and it's so random. Like, it's almost like we inflate stuff that shouldn't be inflated, but you're trying to bury and cover up stuff that shouldn't be buried or covered up. Everybody should know you're doing that. Because I keep saying, and I literally just had a conversation with somebody about it, if you gotta think something, because the person asked me something about how do I know about my platform, something or another. And I said before, and I'll say it to y'all again, I didn't never want to come talk to nobody. Ever. Why? Because what I was going through, I was going to go through on my own. But instead, God said, no, ma'am, you don't get that luxury. You're going to have to go through all this right in front of people, and it's going to be embarrassing, and it's going to be helpful because they're going to go through it too. Because somebody thought that, hey, let me, you know, do something to a collective group of people. I don't know how it happened, but I've been looking at stuff that has been coming up where, and y'all can look it up yourselves. It's like the military, and I ain't saying nothing, but there's a real thing where it is. I don't even know if I even want to say this, but y'all, if y'all look up the war that we had, they did stuff to groups of people that kind of made them all act and do things. It's like subliminal insertion. Mind you, y'all think that you're not being controlled, but technically it's like the masses being controlled. But it only is going to affect some people the same, but it also does and triggers different things in people because they don't know how everybody's going to respond. So these are real things. Sorry to, have to say that, but again, if I want a group of people to go back to sleep, I suggest it in some type of way, or somehow there's frequencies that get used over a group of people. And also there's ways to kind of manipulate people's minds into thinking certain things that they didn't think. So y'all have to look it up because I don't really want to, YouTube start doing weird shit, and we want to make sure the messages get where they need to get. So I'm going to just say that. But then you got little people that be doing other stuff that are, they be powerful. And they be a part of groups, and they be man groups, like I said. And I don't know why, but it's given, it really stinks. Because the same people be still trying to control the masses, but they don't understand how many people were affected by the same, like doing it over and over and over again, because I'm trying to put y'all back to sleep. But God said, no way, Jose, it's not sleeping time. It's time to wake up the dragon. And so when certain things get inserted into the system, because I keep saying it's like fail-safe mechanisms, like, so certain things can't be fucked up. Even if certain people have to be moved out of position in order to put somebody else in position to still slay the dragon, it's a real thing. And so people be trying to stop their karma. So they think they can, keep throwing sauce on it, or they keep trying to manipulate, or they keep doing a certain type of thing. So we had, if you look at it on YouTube, because what it was giving me was like somebody was trying to figure out who was who. Like, if y'all looking for the chosen ones, or y'all looking for the 144,000s, or if you're looking for the people who are awakened, or you looking for the people who are truly gifted and talented, or, whatever, you do a thing over the whole entire group. And then some people didn't have social media, but some people do. So they come in, and it's also, I'm sure y'all see how each person or each group of people, because in 2019, there was an onslaught of tarot readers. But 2019, it was a lot of stuff going through, but everybody was going through the same trauma at the same time. So it gave big delusion, but, the reality of it is we all were going through the same exact thing. And as I said, we are the ones that were here that have big platforms, but I can drive you crazy if I start to, do certain things to you, make you smell things, make you hear things, make you see things, make things start to, seem a little crazy. That's so true, because my uncle came home different and have had all kinds of medicine to take. Yeah. But some minds were a little bit stronger than others, because some minds were busy minds, productive minds. And when you got shit that you could lose, you saying, what the fuck is wrong? So let me figure it out. Or you got strange bitches, you know, like me, that turn everything into a superpower. Because clearly it must be a superpower if I didn't go crazy and deranged, but somebody may suggest and say that I could be crazy and deranged. Because that's the narrative that people will paint, especially when they don't understand how did you get out of that when we sent everybody else packing and running for the hills in crazy world. Because something was happening as to how people were being targeted, and something is happening right now, because I don't know if y'all are paying attention to how everybody's being very strategic, all the security things that are happening. Fire department all over the place. Like, I know I can't be the only one seeing that. The police being all over the place. And again, you know, we kind of gotta watch our words and mind our manners because, you know, the powers that be. But either way, guess what? At this point, God is sick of all of it. Like, washing things away, because it keeps giving, like Noah. People thought Noah was crazy. But now Noah's part of the everlasting story of the Bible. But when Noah was saying God is getting ready to sweep the world and, you know, it's going to be a flood, can y'all help me build this boat? Nobody wanted to do that. They kept, you know, acting as if Noah was mentally unstable. Meanwhile, Noah was correct. Do you know how many people probably wish they had helped Noah build that boat? Probably all of them. But everybody wasn't meant to go. Because the haters are necessary. They have to go and spread, you know, the gospel as to that person's crazy, something's wrong with them, it's giving big delusion or mass hysteria, because that was also a thing. Mind you, I ain't nobody's fucking therapist and nobody's doctor, so take it how it resonates for you, and if you need one, go on and call them on up. Every day and night where I'm at here in Florida. Isaac, hey Isaac. All right, so several times it says mass hysteria, psychogenic illness, also called mass hysteria, sociogenic illness, disorder, epidemic hysteria, or mass hysteria involve the spread of illness symptoms throughout a population where there is no infectious agent responsible for contagion. I mean, it's giving big delusion. But how did it happen? Symptoms include headache, dizziness, impeded respiration, muscle weakness, burning sensations, cramps, nasal chest pain, dry mouth, and nausea. But how did it happen? It is a rapid spread of illness, signs, and symptoms affecting members of a cohesive group, originating from a nervous system disturbance involving excitation, loss of alteration of function, whereby physical complaints that are exhibited unconsciously have no corresponding organic causes that are known. They know how it happened. Because is it giving y'all anything? Like, is it resembling anything? Like now? MPI is distinct from other types of collective delusions by involving symptoms that include no possible organic-based symptoms that are transient and benign. So transient and benign means like nobody would pick them up. It's like the smells. Symptom was rapid onset and recovery. So it could just go away at any given time. The presence of extraordinary anxiety. Symptoms that are spread via sight, sound, or oral communication. The spread that down the age scale beginning with the older or higher status people. All right, y'all probably need to go look this up for yourselves because I don't think I should be saying this right now. And but it says that it is exposure to a common precipitant. Let me see. What does this mean?
Precipitant.
All right, I said the word right. Now let's see what the fuck it is. Because how the fuck? Y'all, this ain't right.
Precipitant.
All right. Cause or stimulate that precipitates a particular condition. Depression may be a precipitant in many cases. So maybe they're saying we all fucking depressed. The cause of a particular action or event, the immediate precipitants of the conflict were succession of undisciplined actions. So people saying they can do whatever they want. All right. Either way, y'all, to me, it gives COVID sign to me. You see what I'm saying? Because I was thinking that because what happened? Everybody went through it when? During 2019. Most of the people, but some people were going through it before that. And also, it's giving me like, if I kind of make it hard for y'all to take care of y'all families, y'all situations, y'all circumstances, that could easily trigger something. Because literally, and I'm going to keep saying it, somebody triggered me by, inserting their tongue in my mouth. It triggered me. But literally, the lady said at the doctor's office, it could be like almost PTSD when you, like, it's something weird. So not knowing what will trigger anybody into anything. But there's a cause for either way, the point of it is it's still a judgment. One of the best examples of a precipitant reaction is chemical reaction between potassium chloride and silver nitrate. And why is that something? Because something about potassium has been important, in which solid silver chloride is precipitated out. This is insoluble salt formed as a product of the precipitate. Could that be water, y'all? Because if y'all notice, everybody's dehydrated. So, and again, I'm not a chemist or a fucking therapist, but it's given, everybody been talking about something about the water ain't right. And mind you, I said it smells like chemicals and perfume. And why can't anybody smell it but me? But I'm not the only one that can smell it. There's more of y'all that can smell that. Because it's doing something as a reaction in y'all body. Wow, this is powerful because I have that chemical perfume taste and smell dog poop. I'm trying to tell you. So it's got to do with something because literally my potassium went down before. And it created an anxiety attack because potassium can fuck with your heart. So what are they doing that is, hey Hadish, what are they doing that is now fucking with everybody? Because if it is mass hysteria, but see, it be a thing, because I told y'all, God be working. And what they be trying to use against us works out always for our best interest, because some of us, instead of fucking dying, the body genetics will fucking mutate and do a thing. And see, this is how Oh, my body just lit up. Must be on to something. So this is how evolution takes place. Because they be fucking with us, trying to do shit to us. Meanwhile, it just activates us. Yeah, I know, Miss Kelly, because I've been doing the bananas, but something, because for it to be mass hysteria, the damage has already been done. Too many people were affected by this. The fallout is going to be bad. Because if I was trying to fuck with y'all and get rid of some of y'all, but yet I inadvertently now trigger the real, like, DNA to go active, and my body is lighting up again. She said, and the water is not right. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's an activation again. My body is doing a thing. Oh my God. It wasn't right, and the water is not right. That is why I don't drink water out of the faucet. I only drink water from the bottles, and I'm eating fruits from my water. But yeah, something ain't right, because even still, hi Hadish, I love you. Y'all, mind you, it's triggering everything. Like literally all systems go. My body is firing again. So if I tried to hurt you or endanger you, and well, the thing is, Dion, you need to, because dehydration is a real thing. And a lot of people have been talking about they have been dehydrated. But how the fuck y'all dehydrated when you're drinking multiple, like, different types of water? It is, Veronica, but they don't realize. I think they are getting ready to be, they get ready to find out something else, because it says too many people were affected by this. The fallout is about to be bad. Because if I was afraid, I told y'all, I showed y'all that clip about Donald Trump saying the 144,000 was going to be active. And he was afraid, basically, is what he was saying. I need to find that clip again, but he has knowledge that comes from up top. So it keeps being a thing. And I told y'all multiple times, they keep trying to fuck with us in ways, but instead it only helps, because the haters be helping. And it's given fuck around and find out. Trigger the onset of mental illness. So something can trigger the onset of mental illness. Likelihood of developing a particular mental illness. Precipitating factors. Protective factors decrease the likelihood of development of clinical condition. Perpetuating factors. It's almost like even y'all with the autistic kids, because remember I kept saying autism, and they could say it's been undiagnosed and this, that, and the third, but it wouldn't have been missed if the kids were like they are right now. Ain't no way. But there was people testing on them, because they would put them in a mental institution because something wasn't right with them, and so they would become the science experiments. But have y'all noticed so many kids are autistic? Why is it making me feel like whatever, something that they gave us, and it could have been like a vaccination or something, because you know how they always saying, oh, everybody's got to be vaccinated, yada yada yada. Something ain't right, y'all. That's all I got. And apparently, because again, I keep not wanting to say certain things because y'all know what's gonna happen, but I'm trying to give y'all the gist of, and I don't know where, like, I feel like I want to move y'all somewhere, because literally I feel like a conversation needs to be had, like, really, and not right here, because my body lit up in all the right places, which is telling me that we're not off base. So too many people were affected by this, and the fallout is going to be bad. Because if I didn't want y'all to activate, but I fucked around and activated y'all by accident, but now I'm trying to make y'all think that something is wrong with y'all. Could it be a miss or flaw? Not the way these kids are, because you wouldn't have missed that. You would have been able to see, because the autism that we're seeing right now in these kids, you wouldn't have missed that in nobody. But why is there so many of them now? Because something is different in the system. And my mom told me, and this could be TMI, but you know, this is a story that I was told. When I came out from birth, I had a cycle. I bled as a baby. How would a baby have a period? But my mom said she was changing my diaper and I had a period. It was because of a hormone she gave her when she was pregnant with me. So if it's a lie, she told it, but it wasn't a lie. My mom tells me a lot of things about me being growing up. But mind you, I wasn't the only person. I heard that story from, a couple other people that said that happened to them. But whatever it was, gave me a period as a child. But I told y'all, I came into this realm active. Excuse me. We all know that what you're saying, you don't have to say anything, period. Exactly. But so that would mean that, and then there's my body activating again. So y'all, my body is lit up. So it would be around my mom's age, and I think my mom is 60 something. Maybe I have to call her and find out. But you really are chosen. This is beautiful. Yeah, my mom's actually on TikTok, and she does the same thing that I be doing. But my mom literally, it would be around her age when they started doing certain experiments. But I was one of the kids that came out bleeding. Which is strange because babies don't have periods. But I was a baby that had a period. That don't make sense. Yeah. So the damage has already been done. Y'all can take it how it resonates because it is so many things. Because honestly, I didn't even know this is what this was talking about, because I told y'all the titles are already been given, but literally they're not being posted because of the targeting of my channel. Meanwhile, back at Bandcamp, my channel is growing like crazy right now. Like the numbers are going really, really crazy, which I love, and I don't have a complaint, but something's not adding up because we can see the growth on the channel, but where are the people at? So something is happening. But either way, I'm just gonna go and we gonna figure out how to have this conversation on another platform, because I don't really want them to start being all extra weird, because they already be targeting my channel like crazy anyway. So, but something is happening because I wasn't expecting this. But somebody is basically saying they're getting ready to sweep something under the rug, and it's gonna, or they're gonna try, but God's always in the midst of everything. And what's been done in the dark is definitely gonna come to light. So I feel like sooner or later some paperwork is gonna surface, and somebody's gonna tell a story that pertains to the conversation that's being had, because ain't no way. If it wasn't happening before in those numbers, why are the numbers so crazy? And everybody that has been a part, most of the people, I'm going to say the majority of people that have been a part of the collective have autistic children. The numbers are outstanding. So, mind you, I told you the other day, I went to the doctor, to the hospital, and it was because something just felt off, but nothing was wrong. They said all my numbers was right, but I chose at the time because they were trying to give me some type of medicine, but it had to go through an IV. And they could give it to me in pill form, but for some reason I chose the IV form because she said you don't have IV. I said I'll take the IV. But in my mind, I knew they were getting ready to inject me with poison because that's what the medicine is. It's a poison. But I chose that because I knew it would go through my system as fast as possible to clean out whatever was happening. But it was given like acid in my body. The acid levels had gone too far and they were trying to bring them down. But why would the acid levels go too far? It was because of the water, but I wasn't drinking enough water. So y'all know what happens when, it's like toxins or whatever. And even when I looked it up, it was, but either way, I've been doing activated charcoal because I've been trying to get this shit out of my system. And yesterday, so 2 days in a row, TMI, but activated charcoal gets everything out of your system. So literally, like, I was, my system been purging the stuff that's in it, which is also decreasing the smell of everything. But then I told y'all I did a thing. I have an autistic child and 4 autistic grandchildren. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Veronica. Why are the numbers like that? I feel like certain things are being done or was done intentionally. But also, y'all do know, right? Even when they come out with new drugs and drug studies, right? Y'all do realize that it takes at least 15 to 20 years for you to even realize the effects that it has on anybody. So even the shit that they just gave everybody for COVID, it takes 15 to 20 years to know what that shit just did. And that means people got to have babies. It means, like, certain things got to happen because, but just think, in 15 or 20 years, if all the kids are autistic right now, what the fuck is really going to happen in this world? Because do you think your kids that are autistic and your grandkids that are autistic can run the world? They need assistance. So who's going to be assisting? Something's not right. So is it being done intentional? Was it done intentionally? But I'm going to just tell y'all, to me, I feel like certain things are done intentionally because if it has been scientifically proven that frequency, and again, I don't even know if I should be saying this because, where we are, frequency can heal your body. Sound waves can heal your body. Like, y'all can look it up. It was also, and I don't know if this thing is true, but y'all can look this up too. It was talking about the bells, like the big bells that, churches be having or used to have, that if you stood under them, it would do stuff to your body to heal it. But then all of a sudden the bells and things, were null and void, but also it is the amount of corruption that has gone on in those places as well that is disturbing. So, a lot of people say they are for God, but meanwhile, they be for the mighty dollar. And I get that you have to have money and things, to move and shake in the world. But at the end of the day, when you sell your soul for, the money and those types of things, then you don't do what's right for the people. You do what's right for your pocket. And so some of the things that were or are right for us they don't, you know, subscribe to that. So I feel like I don't know what God is going to do. I mean, because that's above my pay grade. But at this moment, I feel like even for this to even be being said, God is totally trying to make us aware that they don't have our best interests at heart or at hand. And so we have to kind of be mindful that we are in a world where, you know, people don't love us. So we got to figure out how to do for ourselves. She said, this is why my house has a lot of wind chimes. Yes. So we got to get back to the natural ways of things, but also we're already so caught up in this system that the thing has already been done to us. Because again, my mom had a vaccination that created something in me as a baby. So it's being passed down. And just think, the eggs are already there. So my eggs, my children probably have in them whatever it was that, you know, my mom ended up with me, giving me. And then my granddaughters now have, you know, whatever, and they're fine, but return to our original roots. Remember who we are, period. But I feel like whatever they're doing right now is now triggering us in another way. Because if they want to call it mass hysteria or delusion, that means they are getting ready to try to do something else. So I don't know what that means for us until we have a conversation, but or until God lets me know. But as of now, y'all, that title is the title's always right. I'm telling y'all. So we are from the days of ancient divine royal ones, period. But the damage has already been done. Too many people were affected by this, and the fallout is going to be bad. So, yes, protect your mental health. That's all we can say. But I feel like they get ready to try to label us in certain types of ways, and don't let it be done. Because you know what they start to do? They start to label you in certain type of ways to give you money for it. So if you come in and say you're mentally ill, I'll pay you. But I'm going to fuck up your whole entire life and make it so that you can't do anything but claim the mental illness in order for you to be able to live. But meanwhile, back at band camp, you know what you know. And y'all, I'm going to just say this because I feel like also part of the problem, y'all going to have to stop smoking weed. Like, literally, I feel like that is get ready to be, or it already is being targeted. The weed is being targeted. So, because what do most people do? Unless you grow it yourself, y'all gonna have to stop, like, fall back from that. Figure out how to get whatever it is you need to get to grow, but literally, the targeting, the man said they could put the shit in your food. So you know if they know everybody smoking weed, y'all gonna have to stop because I'm telling you that smell is coming off of a lot of people. And regardless of whether or not somebody want to say I'm mentally ill or unstable, this, that, and the third, they can talk to God about it. But I ain't smoking. I ain't drinking. I ain't doing a whole lot of stuff that people be doing. And so I don't see how, you know, I wouldn't trust them. That's all I'm going to say. So that's the message. And we going to have to figure out from here where we go, because this shit, if this is it, this shit is fucked up. And I don't feel like I'm wrong. So I would start trying to detox right now if I was a lot of y'all. Like, whatever has already been done has been done, but start to try to detox your system as much as you can, because it's already been done. Inshallah, we can carry on this conversation on a different platform, period, Dion. I think so too. That's why I don't put shit in this temple, period. Like, literally, and then we still got to watch the water because something's not right. Everything is being targeted and triggered. This is why I feel like we need to keep our ears and eyes open from the man up and above. Yes, because God is going to direct us in the right way. But this shit ain't right. And as y'all know, I think it's the time to return home. So that's the thing. And I mean, like, to the root. So definitely. That's it. That's all. Because this ain't right. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Because good God.